Okay guys, we're ready to go. We've been up and loading the motorhome, and you know how that goes. Didn't take time to eat, didn't take time to vlog, didn't take time to do anything. I answered a couple emails and put a couple replies on Facebook private messages, but that was when I had my tea when I first get up, and ever since then it's been busy. I better turn the heat on for Pharaoh. If he gets cold, he can't breathe. So I'm driving separately again. We got to make sure everything's good with the transmission. And we're going to Bay City. As I think I explained yesterday, it is 35 degrees out now. It's supposed to be 37 or 38. My degree thing up there is warning me about ice. We're hoping the main roads are okay. The expressways should be. Because driving that motorhome is a pain in the arse. Pete did drive it on snow the other day to get that oil line fixed, so at least he's had some experience. We have somebody set to come here and plow if it snows anymore. And we have somebody set to check the house and all that stuff. So Pete's buddy, Ham buddy, that lives down the hill a couple blocks, comes over here when we're not home anyway. He's got some equipment in Pete's ham shack and stuff, and so that's all something. I don't know what all. I don't understand it because we're up higher on the hill, so we put it over at our house. I don't know if there's antennas. I don't know what. But anyway, he can get in the house, and he usually grabs the mail. Anything that comes here, we did get a P.O. box, but some stuff still comes here for some reason. So that's that, and Pete is just warming himself a cup of coffee for the road. Throwing a shovel in the back. I'm just flipping around. I don't know if you can see that or not. He's putting a shovel on the basement underneath. And then we'll go. Everybody's up. We're done. Everything's done. Water's turned off. All the electrical stuff's unplugged. The thermostat's turned down to 58. So we should be good to go. And I think that's everything. I got all the curtains closed. Between the two of us all day, we're like, did you remember this? Did you remember this? Between the two of us, I think we got everything. So I'm ready to go, and he is, although I didn't get a bottle of water, and I'm really thirsty, but he said something about stopping for gas, so I'll get something to drink then. Surely wish that I could have carbonation, because right now I love a ginger ale. Verner's is the only kind of ginger ale I'll drink. Of course, anybody but from Detroit would say the same thing. All right. That's it. I will see you guys later. Bye. Hi guys, as you can hear, maybe I'm booting up Windows just so that I can use the Movie Maker. I'll have two clips today, nothing big. The one from in my car and the one right now, which says, hi, it's 8:30, we got here about an hour ago, got the birds fed, I got all the silverware soaking in the sink and soapy water with vinegar because there was mouse poop. All in the little compartments in the silverware drawer. Sorry, cutlery. My first mother-in-law was a stickler for grammar, and she used to say, if there's no silver in it, dear, it's cutlery. I loved her to pieces. She was wonderful. So I always call it cutlery.
She can see spork.
Yeah. So, yeah, Max is laughing. Anyway, yeah, the transmission acted up all the way here, too. We're going to be back in Mattawan sometime. But first, we're going to be here for about a week. It's pouring down rain outside. They only have a couple inches of snow here, and the rain is washing much else of it away. When we came in, it was 37 out there, and now I don't know what it is because my car's out there. I can't look. So that is all. Other than the transmission continuing to act up, and it isn't the transmission. The transmission's all been redone. It is the communication between the transmission and the computer. The computer just doesn't realize that the transmission is working just fine. I think he called it limp mode. Whatever gear or whatever gear the transmission was in when the problem first occurred, that's what it will always go back to. If it senses any kind of problem or thinks there's a problem or has an inkling that someday, 20 years down the road, there may be a problem, it goes right back to that gear, which in this case is second. So the computer is still sending the transmission, or the transmission is still telling the computer to put it back in this limp mode, which is second gear. When you're driving down the expressway and it drops down to second gear, he has to stick it neutral, restart it, and go again. And if that doesn't work, he has to do it again and again until finally it works. But we don't want to have to do that for the rest of our lives. So whatever the communication is between the two, that's what we've got to, or that's what they've got to figure out. So anyway, so it's a good thing I drove behind him and didn't get towed, because, you know, when he was slowing down to 35 in a 70-mile-an-hour zone and traffic was zooming up behind us, I could turn on my warning or flasher lights, emergency light, whatever they are.
4 ways.
4 ways, so that they'd know there was farm equipment ahead or something.
That's farmer trying to drive a tractor.
Yeah, an old farmer. Yep. That's what it felt like. We've pretty much got the place in order. Oh, I got to show you. Hang on, let me turn you around. Because it's supposed to go into the single digits a couple nights. I think tomorrow night and the next night, maybe. We put another layer of protection in the little bird area. They have their curtains, and then over that they have a flannel sheet, and then over that they have these blankets that Pete bought. So there's plenty of protection along that whole outside wall, between the wall and all the way down. You probably can't see back in there, but all the way down to that bottom shelf. So all of them have 3 layers plus the window to protect them. And we can set the small heater right here on the stove and blow it toward them. Actually, I usually put it on a stool at the bottom because the bottom gets colder. But we blow it toward them, and then this little 3-sided area, you know, can stay warmer than the rest of us. So Pharaoh's curled up. Curly's curled up behind him somewhere. Sleepy. You probably can't see because it's dark. Can you see Sleepy taking a bath? Oh, that was a long trip. He needs a bath. And we're going to be putting the blanket up shortly. We didn't bring the TV and the Roku on this trip because we knew we wouldn't have internet here, but when we're in Mattawan we will, but we can just watch stuff on the computer. Okay, that's it. I'm going to go and start putting all this stuff together and start hanging the blanket and stuff. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care. God bless and good night.